day 16 of 365 Thoughts on Confidence, the place where I am sharing a video a day to bring you some thoughts, ideas, tips, and advice all around the concept of women's confidence. So you might notice that today I have a little bit of lippy on, and the reason for that was that I was just taking some photos to create some marketing material for an event that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to be my monthly confidence coffee conversations. Say that 10 times fast, I dare you. So I needed to get some images so that I can create the marketing material and get the word out there about these monthly gatherings where women can join me over a cup of coffee in a small, intimate, completely informal group and talk about all things confidence, how to bring more of it into our lives, and also to do a little bit of networking. So women who are in business, who want to get to know other women in business, and just another way that women support women. So watch out for details of that. In fact, I think I'll put links down below so that you can go and check that out. But back to the task at hand and the reason why we're here, and that is day 16 of the 365 Thoughts on Confidence. And today's thought reads, change your thinking and you change your life. Now this just if you've done any kind of personal development work at all, even just the slightest, maybe you've read one book. Just that one book will already enlighten you as to this secret, the secret that all of these successful business people, oh, my lights are gonna go. Hold that thought. Sorry about that, that's just me trying to add a little bit more sparkle to these videos. So as I was saying, if you have journeyed in any way into the personal development arena, maybe you've read a book or you've attended a workshop or you've listened to an audio, then you will have come to the realization that any kind of success that the big successful people in the world have achieved all started with the way that they think. It's the thoughts in their heads. And there's a saying that goes something along the lines of thoughts become things, you know, and I truly believe that your reality, the reality that you experience is completely 100% as a result of the thoughts that you have, are determined by your beliefs. So there are many layers to this whole development, personal development, and we don't have the time to go through all of them in this just one clip. But suffice to say, with this 1 ounce of awareness that by changing your life, suffice to say, with this 1 ounce of awareness that if you change your thoughts, you can change your life, you already have shifted. You are not the same person that you were before you learned this. I guarantee you. Now, that might be difficult to believe, but that's what awareness does. The minute you become aware of something, you've shifted, you've grown, you've learned something new. And there are many practices and studies, and I am not an expert in any of them by any stretch of the imagination, but there are theories within NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, the whole philosophy of meditation. All of these practices are based on the premise that if you change your thoughts, you can change your life, you can change your reality. And somebody was talking to me the other day saying she recognized that she had a very low self-image. Her self-confidence in her appearance was very low. And she recognized that she would regularly have thoughts that made her feel bad about her appearance. And my suggestion to her was then, well, when you recognize those thoughts, when you realize that you're having those thoughts that, oh, you're so out of shape, what are you doing eating this, you should go and, exercise, or oh, damn it, you don't fit into your jeans anymore, your favorite jeans. When you have those thoughts, immediately stop yourself and choose to go down a different path. It's like you're on a road or a path, and you come to a fork in the road. Which one are you going to choose? You can either choose to carry on down this very dark and negative road, or you can choose to go down this one that's very light and bright and makes you feel better. So the same is true for choosing your thoughts, and it is something that gets easier with time. And obviously you're not always going to be aware of what you're thinking. It would be so tiring if you tried that. I've certainly found that when I'm in a bad mood, or maybe my husband and I are having a disagreement, and my tendency is to become very, very defensive because, I don't want to be the person who's wrong. I don't want to have to be the one that admits that she made a mistake, or I want to deflect blame all the time. And that was my default setting for so long, until I realized that thinking in my head, that I'm not conscious about it. I haven't been intentional about it. I've kind of just let those thoughts run riot. And so whenever we get to a point of having an argument or a disagreement, I would let those default thoughts run rife, when in actual fact I do have a choice in that moment to say, you know what, actually I'm going to choose to not go down this route of defensiveness and blame. I'm going to choose to stop myself in my tracks and see if there's not a better, more constructive way for me to respond or to think. And even though I still do automatically go to those defensive thoughts, now that I've got the awareness, I actually can stop myself and say, hang on a bit, let me just take a step back here and extract myself from the situation and choose how I want to proceed with intention. And so it does take work, but the thing is, the more you do it, the more that is forming a new habit, and the sooner this preferred road will become your default road. But it takes that consistent effort, and it takes that consistent awareness, and you don't get it right all the time. But the more you do that, the more your behaviors change, because they say that your beliefs influence your thoughts influence your emotions, and your emotions influence your behavior, and your behavior influences your results. So everything is connected. So if you can get a handle on them and get intentional and create them in that moment, ideally you would want to start with your beliefs. But if that's going a little bit too deep, then start with your thoughts. But if that's going a bit deep, then go start with your emotions. But if that's going a bit deep, start with your behaviors. Look at what it is that needs changing, and the minute you change that, you'll begin to change your reality. And so if you recognize that you have thoughts that are not conducive to a good, healthy level of self-confidence, then begin to stop yourself in your tracks when you recognize that those thought bubbles are popping up, and choose in that moment to think something that is more uplifting. So that's my message for you today. I hope it inspired you. I hope it sparked new thoughts, because that's the whole intention. I hope it made you think differently about your confidence and how you're showing up in the world. If it did, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications button so that you get tomorrow's video. And if you recognize a woman in your life who isn't as confident as you know she can be, that you wish for her to be, then do her the favor and share this video with her. It could just be the daily boost of confidence that she needs to take her confidence to a new level. And confidence is all about daily consistent action, daily consistent attention. So do her the favor, share this video, and if there's anything that you agree with or don't agree with that I've shared in this video, then let me know in the comments below and we'll continue the conversation there. And until tomorrow, I'm Abigail. I'll still be Abigail. I'm your confidence crusader, yours in confidence, and I look forward to seeing you there.